All right, we're back. It's a big day. Let's make this a little bit smaller. A little bit smaller. There we go. You know what? Actually, let's make it a little bit wider because the song titles might be a little bit longer. I'll just do that. I'll put this up a little higher. There we go. Looking good. And then we'll add a text thing. For super chats. Mr. Yes Man says, "Hey Pat, how you doing? We're doing good, man. We're gonna be having the album listening party tonight. Yeah. There we go. Make this look a little bit better. We'll center that. Cool. Make this a little bit smaller. Not that anyone's probably going to super chat, but that's okay. All right, we're going to wait till we get a couple of people in here. Oh, man. Let's see here. Yeah, what's going on? Hey, how you doing, everybody? Ooh, actually, hold on. Nah, it'll be fine. Wait till everybody's here. Jesse says, probably won't make it the whole party because of work. Oh, that's okay, man. You can watch the rest of it if you want to. You'll listen to the album. You got it. Jesse, before you go, please let me know before you leave, and I will show you some cool stuff about the album. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. Let me see how I can do this. You know what? I got to do it real quick. Hold on, because it'll make sense. So I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I got to run into my other room, make sure that that album thing is uploaded. Let them know I'll be right back. I just got to upload something real quick. Sorry about that. Just in case. Let's see here. There we go. Sorry, just in case the album cover didn't update. I had to make sure I got a backup just in case. All right. Because when you upload the what's going on, everybody? It's the album release party, the listening party, you guys. Yeah, we're going to be listening to my new album. Let me see here. Let me edit this real quick, too. There we go. I had to run back down here. Sorry. I wanted to make sure everything's perfect. Okay. Can we all read that stuff? Can we all see everything? Everything legible and all that stuff? Just making sure. Okay. So we're not going to stay until everybody taps that screen, until you guys say something in the chat. I want to make sure we get as many people as we can in here before we start playing it. So we're going to wait a little bit. That being said, this is exciting. Woo! We're going to be listening to it together. Anybody excited? Anybody listen to it already? Who has listened to it already? Yeah, man. See, I've listened to this had to be a dozen or so times. JM, you listened to it? Okay. We'll wait until we get a couple more people in here. Zoe says, I'm so excited. I've listened through the album already. All right. Keep tapping that screen. I want to get as many people as you can. We're going to wait a little bit longer. Yep. Say something in the chat. If you've already listened to it, if you have not listened to it, say something in the chat. I would love to know if you have not listened to it yet. So we're all going to listen to it together. And I'm going to basically, between songs, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So that's going to be exciting. And I'll show you some secrets. So you can tell people, like, hey, I know some shit about this album you don't know. So it'll be cool. It'll be cool. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to give it another couple minutes. But yeah, so there's some little... I did this on How Tall is the Sun, my last album, which is this one. Yeah, there's some secrets on this record. A lot of people haven't figured them out yet either, so I'm really happy about that. Just some little things. Justin says, not yet. I got it saved. Ooh, cool. So first time reaction right there. Zoe says he is one-man band. Yes, it's a Tame Impala situation. So it's just me. It's just me. Yep, that's it. So I write all of it. I record all of it. Do all that stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. All right, we're going to wait a little bit longer. So how many people? We got a bunch of people who've listened to it. So we only got one person who has not heard it yet. Pretty exciting. Is it on YouTube yet? I know that YouTube was having some issues. YouTube was having issues. Hold on. Let me see. Is it this one? Yeah, hold on. Is it on YouTube yet? Let's see here. I don't think it's on YouTube yet. That's so weird. Why is it not on YouTube yet? YouTube, why? Can we get some question mark YouTubes? Yeah, it's not on YouTube yet. What's up with that? Let me explain something. My album landed on Spotify and Amazon Music and Tidal first. Early, like way early. It was like 2 days early. It was very weird. And then it was on a couple other streaming platforms, Apple Music, for example. It was last night. And for some reason, it's not on YouTube yet. I think it'll take a day or two, maybe. We'll see. Hold on, I got a text from your mom. Let's see what it says. Oh, it is a little covered up. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so let me pull this down a little bit. Thank you for telling me that. I think it should be good right there. All right, that look good? Can we read that? Maybe I'll go down. No, that looks good. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. That's better. You guys can read that now? Okay, I might actually make this a little bit wider real quick. We're not going to listen to it just yet. We're waiting for a couple people to come in and hang out with us. There we go. A little bit easier to read. I'll make it a little bit bigger. There we go. How's that look? Looking good? JJ says Amazon has it listed as The Finals Unplugged. I don't know why they did that. That's also really weird. I'm not The Finals. The Finals is a video game. If you guys didn't know, there is a video game called The Finals, and I don't know why. So it's really odd. Remember, don't forget, tap that screen, say something in the chat if you've not said something, and then we'll start it. Yeah, we'll start it. Yeah, I think we got everybody. We were gonna if anybody is not here yet, we waited about 15 minutes. Yeah, we waited about 15 minutes. And if they're not here, hey man, we're gonna start without them. I posted about this for a couple days now. So it's on them. All right. Yeah, tap that screen if you want to. Helps out the show. Yeah, so the new album's coming out. Oh, let me do something else real quick. Let me do make it a little cleaner. Yeah, there we go. All right, yeah, I was going to say, because we got Blake, we got Zoe, we got JJ. I don't see Phil. I don't see... is David Chips here? I don't see David Chips yet. Yeah. I don't see everybody. All right. Well, I guess we should start. I think that's everybody who's going to interact or tap the screen. So, all right, everybody. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to press play, and we're going to listen to it together, and then after the song, we'll talk about it, and then we'll see what's up. So, all right, everybody. Oh, David Chips, speak of the devil. I was like, we were waiting a little bit longer to see if everybody gets here. And then after we play all the songs, I will show you some secrets. Is that cool? I'll show you some secrets. Not too many. There's not a bunch, but... All right, everybody. We're going to count it down together, okay? We're going to count down from 20, all right? 20 seconds on the clock. Are you ready? Let's do this. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And I know you always spoke softly. I know you'll always include me, and you know I'll never act wrongly, and you know we'll remember these days. Yeah, and I know exactly what is wrong. Tell you exactly what's wrong. And I know I love you so dearly, and I know I'll be taking you with me. Come on! And you know I mean it sincerely. And you know we'll forget all those days. Yeah, and I know exactly what is wrong. Tell you exactly what's wrong. everybody. That is the first song. That is the song that really started the album, literally and figuratively. So a lot of people heard that song a year ago, just about a year ago, before I moved to my new place. And a lot of people really liked that song. I showed people kind of. There's a video of it. There's a live. It's live. Everything's recorded on YouTube. So there's a live video of me playing the song for everybody because I was like, I got some songs I was trying to really get out there and I'm not sure what to do. And people were like, no, just show us. So I was like, okay, all right, I'll show you. So I played a recording, and I'll show you the guys that right now. There's an old recording I did with my old band. And, with drums, electric guitar, things like that. And I really enjoyed it, but I never felt, I was like, it's not exactly the way I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it slightly differently. So let me see if I can find it. So I can show you guys the original. I can't play the whole thing because I don't want them to get all upsetty spaghetti about it. So, but I'm going to see if I can find it. So I can show you guys the original recording. All right, let's see here. And also, there's some other little secrets about this song, which would be, for example, that it originally, the first time it came out, was not just that demo, but it was actually a Synthwave song. Did anybody know this? There's a Synthwave version of the song that's been out there for a while. So let me see if I can find this for you. We should be able to get it. So give me one moment here. I probably should have had this ready to go. Yeah, Sleeps In. Sleeps In's my Synthwave stuff, which I don't play on the show that often ever. I don't really talk about it. But that being said, it's still out there. All right, so I think I know where it's at, actually. Hold on. All right, I think I got it. Because I didn't upload it everywhere because I just didn't want people to like songs that I don't play. So, all right, so here is the... Where's the original recording? The original recording... is, let's see here. Here we go. Featherweight. Oh, that's the MIDI version. So hold on. Yeah, there's a MIDI version of this song. So I'll keep this up. So this isn't it. Hold on a second. Did I hide it? I think I hid it actually because I wanted people to not find it on accident. Okay, so I guess I'll show you guys the Synthwave version in just a second. And then you guys are going to go, oh, shit, yeah, that's it. That's it, man. So, I'll play that in the meantime so you guys can just listen to it. I'm not going to play the whole song. But give me one moment. So I'll show you the second version of the song that came out. And then I'll show you the original recording of the song that came out, the demo. And then we'll move on. Sound cool? All right, Sleeps In. Yeah, Sleeps In's on Spotify, by the way. So here we go. Featherweight from my band, my old Synthwave stuff. So we'll listen to this. So let me just close. Actually, we'll just do that. This is the Synthwave. Right? It's the same song. It's just, a little bit slower. The drums are different when there's drums. I'll wait till it gets to the big part. So that's the Synthwave version that came out first. Because I was like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can record it, all that stuff, and do all that. And I was like, I'll just make a Synthwave version. And that is actually based off of an old file. This is funny. Here, I'll pull this up. So I'm not able to find the original recording. I will post it. I will post it on the Patreon later. I don't want to waste you guys' time. So I'll post it on the Patreon later. But this is the Guitar Pro, which is a program I use to like MIDI out my stuff. So I'll play that real quick, and then you guys can listen to that. And then we'll move on, okay? And then I'll post the original demo on the Patreon. So I won't post the whole thing, but I'll put that up there. So sound good? Everybody on the Patreon? If you're not on the Patreon, it's only $1 if you want to support the show. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. Just extra stuff. That's pretty cool. So, all right, so I'm going to play the Guitar Pro version. This is I made this on my computer like 10-something years ago, 12 years ago. So we'll listen to that. Robot. Sounds like a Nintendo song. See, it's pretty cool. See, he's got drums, he's got all that stuff. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I was like, I don't know what to do with this, because at the time my other band members were like, let's add this, let's do this, let's do this, and I'm like, it kind of takes away from the original vibe of the song. It still sounds good, but it is definitely not what I released. So, anyways, we're gonna keep going. We got more songs to listen to. If you guys are enjoying the show, tap that screen, subscribe to the live. We're gonna listen to the second song on the album. I purposefully put these songs on the album in order of what I think people asked for the most, and then songs people had no idea was even on the album. So, all right, so we'll move on. We're going to move on to the second song. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Do
All right, everybody, that was the song Nostalgiac. If you're enjoying the music right now, we're going through a listening party. We're playing some music from my new album. Yeah, so if you guys have never heard my music before, this is my latest record. It came out today or maybe yesterday, depending on where you're from. Yeah, that song I've had for a long time. I wrote that song when I was like 18, real young at the time. And I remember I wrote it. What was it? I was at a community center when I used to live on a military base, and I remember I was just like sitting in one of the. I used to play with music. We used to jam, and we wouldn't jam at our house. We wouldn't jam at my friend Kyle's house. So we would go to the community center, and I would just kind of play music there. And I remember just sitting down and playing those two chords over and over and over again, and the melody just kind of came out. And it's taken a long time to try and get that song as good as it's going to get, I guess. The first album I recorded, I had like less than a year of experience recording music myself. So you can hear a lot of flaws with the first album, which is why I released it later. That's why it says remastered. I re-released it later. I put better drums on it. I tried to get vocals better with certain things. So it's good, but I still, I'm not going to be satisfied. I'm not very good at recording myself. I've never been good at that. I like writing and I like performing. Recording is such a pain in the ass. I hate it. But that being said, I'm really happy with how that turned out. A lot of people really like the acoustic version. And those, the do-do-do-do-doos. The only reason I do that is because I don't have a second guitar, so I have to sing it. So it has kind of an Everlong effect to it. You know, that do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Because he does those when he plays it acoustic. So I thought that was a nice little parallel between some of the music I cover and some of the music I actually play. So it's very interesting how that goes. So, but yeah, as far as recording goes, this album took a long time. Trying to get the song right took even longer. So if you think about it, that took almost, what was that? That's about 16 years. It's a long time. Long time to get a song going. So anyways, we're going to keep playing some music, but I wanted to share something else too. There are secrets on this album. If you're just joining us, tap that screen. Taps equal claps. It helps out the show. You don't have to send a donation if you don't want to, but I'm going to try and read those between songs. Once again, thank you to the folks that are sending donations. We got a couple people who sent donations. I just want to say thank you to them. We had the Del Noah who said, congrats on this new album. Thank you for the $5, my friend. And then we also had Justin Sipe. We got Justin Sipe, who sent a wonderful donation of $10 saying, congrats on the new album. Wish you the best, and let's go. We are going. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, yeah, Nostalgiac took a long, long time to record like that. And, yeah, you know what another thing, too, is when you're recording, a lot of times when you're doing piece by piece, you actually get this weird kind of thing where you play it differently. So what I did is I recorded most of these songs live. And some of them I just recorded overdubs. So I tried to get the guitar sounding cleaner, or I tried to get the vocals cleaner. But they're all based on recordings, or they are recordings of just one take or a live take. For example, Featherweight, the first song we played, that vocal line is from one of the live shows on the YouTube channel. So I just played it. I liked the performance. So I stripped out everything, just the vocals, and then I added overdubbed guitars. So I played along with it, which was a pain in the ass. I don't think I'll ever do this again. Because if you're trying to play something along with something live and you play it slightly different when you sing it than when you just play it normally, it sucks. That's why this took so long. But to be fair, I think the feel is better. So, well, we'll see. Anyways, we're going to move on. We got another song to play for you. Up next, we got another old song, and it's been re-recorded. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
I can sleep for days, and I'm not even tired. And I can sleep for days, 'cause I've got no desires.
everybody, that was a song called Memory Claim. Some of these songs are re-recorded from songs I had released previously, and a lot of other songs are brand new songs that have never been recorded on any of the albums that I've released. So that is a song from my first album. Once again, I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs that I get to play on the show, among many of them. Memory Claim is the title of the first album. So if you haven't listened to my band Finals, check it out. I'm wearing some of the merch. You guys can listen to it anytime you want. That is a re-recording of an acoustic version of the song Memory Claim, which is really heavy and it has like a fuzz and really heavy drums. So a big part of that song is just that weird kind of ethereal. I like to call it, this is what I like to call it. I call that the bed rot anthem. So if you're just like not wanting to do anything, if you are just depressed, you're not going outside, you're not getting out of bed, anything like that, Memory Claim, I think that's the definite feeling of that song, just the rumination, just thinking about older memories that you have over and over again about stuff that was good or bad, whatever it is, the bed rot anthem. So that's what I always think of when I hear that song. But that's a re-recording, and there was a little bit of a weird part with it. Nothing major, but if you notice, there's like a really high-pitched guitar, and I thought, well, technically, I can't hit that note on a guitar, and you got that reverb too, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. The song needs that effect. It's part of the song. If you can't achieve it with an acoustic, then I guess I'm just gonna have to do something with an amp and stuff like that. If Kurt can use a distortion pedal on The Man Who Sold the World, I can use an octave pedal with a guitar and some reverb. You know what I mean? I think I can do it. You know what I mean? So it worked. I thought it sounded good. But anyways, that was the controversial part of the song. I thought people would be like, I thought this was an acoustic album. It's like, yeah, it is. But it's also got some little magic touches. So I thought it sounded perfect. What do you guys think? Yay on the fairy dust guitar solo thing going on there? Or it should have been all acoustic. Should have used a flute. I thought about using a flute. I actually did test that out. And I was like, nope, not perfect. I also don't know how to play flute. Maybe one day we'll use like a really cool, like a Native American kind of, native instrument, something like that, to get that kind of ethereal feel to it. I think that'd be cool. Don't know how to do it, though. So anyways, maybe someday. Also, real quick, I just want to give a quick thank you so much to Joe Sharkey, who sent us a $40 donation on PayPal. Let me just make sure I read this correctly. I got a long message there. It got cut off at the end, so give me a second. If you guys are enjoying the show, tap that screen. Don't forget about me. Tap it up. We're going to get some people to listen to the album. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. Glad you're enjoying the show. Yeah, can we get some thank yous to Joe Sharkey? Huge donation. I appreciate that so much, man. So let me read this message for you. It says, congrats on the new album, homie, with some hands going up. And the Finals flag, very cool. That's such a badass little logo. I love it. Listened through twice today. I love it. Good work, man. Bummed. I don't think I'll be able to join the listening party. Joe's not even here? What? I thought he was in the chat. But looking forward to hearing some of the backstories when I watch the stream back tomorrow. Awesome. I'm glad you're going to go check it out. Can we get some more thank yous to Joe? Yo, Joe! Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. All right, we'll keep going. I just wanted to, share some stuff between songs. Another note is that actually is real quick, I'll show you something interesting. There is an original version of that song I recorded. Again, this is another song when I was like 18. I will show you guys the original recording. So if you notice, there's a delay on the guitar. So when I play a note, let me get the acoustic mic going. I just want to show you something. When I play a note on the acoustic on the guitar, you'll hear a doubled note. It goes like. That's a delay pedal, right? There's just a pedal that makes everything play twice. So the reason I have that and the reason that song exists is because I wrote a song a long time ago called Granite. And this is somewhere on the internet. I don't think you're going to find it. But this song is called Granite. It is the prototype version. So what happened is while I was recording the song, I left a delay on. And I didn't know. And I went, oh, shit. So when I listened to it back, I went, Well, that actually sounds really cool. Like, I don't know how I did it, but it was like perfectly in time or something. It just sounded good. So if you guys want to listen to that, I'll show you right now. This is the prototype version of that song I wrote, God, almost 20 years ago. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to listen to Granite. Not all of it, but we'll listen to it. You'll hear how similar the songs are. Oh, and it's a really cheap recorder. It's like a little handheld recorder called a Boss Micro BR. It's pretty interesting. I still have it somewhere. Add a tune. You'll see in a second when it kicks in. See, there you go. There's the original version of the song. It's very ethereal, but it's got that.
If you ever gotten feet wet, gotten sickness, then you'll know.
Thought about re-recording it, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful song, but I thought Memory Claim made more sense as a song, so I was like, you know what? Maybe they'll be twins. I have a lot of songs I call the twins. They're songs you can't really play without playing the other one. I don't know how that works, but they just go together. Like, for example, Sleeps In has a song called Something Else, and then there's another one called Something More. So Something Else and Something More. You'll hear a lot of like weird little things where they kind of are related. I don't know how it works, but yeah, the twins. Then you have, for example, Dead Athletes and Burn My Portrait. Those are very similar. They're I treat them as sibling songs, I guess you could say. But anyways, we're going to go back to the music in just 1 second. If you guys are just joining us, we're listening to my new album, Finals Unplugged. We're going through a little listening party. We're going to be listening to the songs and then talking about it between songs. So if you're enjoying the show, tap that screen, subscribe to the live, and I want to read off some wonderful donations. Excuse me. We got some wonderful donations during that little explanation. So let me read those off right now. We got a lot of Cash Apps. People just have that on hand. You guys are so cool. So we got Coulter, who said, thank you so much, Pat. Impeccable with the finals flag. Thank you so much. Very cool. $20 donation. Everyone say thank you to Coulter. Dude, crushing it. And then we got JJ with a nut. Wow, we got a $50 donation, everybody. It says, for congratulations on the album. Sounds great. Thank you so much, buddy. Stick around, by the way, JJ. There's a couple people at the very end of the album. I'm going to show people what the secret is on the album cover. There is a secret. I talked about it last night with Phil because he was not going to make it on the show. So, yeah, there's a secret on the album cover. I promise you will never figure it out. You can stare at that all day. You can stare at that all day. You're not going to see it. Anyways, we're going to keep playing some music. Once again, that last song was called Memory Claim on my album Finals Unplugged. You can listen to the original version from my first album, Memory Claim, from my band Finals. And then that other song was called Granite. Maybe we'll release that as another song someday. But the original is that's just a little demo. All right, what's next? I think it's The Living Dead. Oh, real quick before I play this song. Also, shout out to Cool Killer for being here. Make sure you stick around for the end of the show. Anyways, where was I? So we got speak of the devil. I literally just got a donation from Cool Killer saying, love ya, and what you share. Thank you so much, buddy. That means so much to me to have a nice little back and forth, having friends on the show, people that support the show. I hope you will be very happy when you get to the end of the album. Like I said, there's a secret on the album cover I will show you guys. So anyways, the next song is a song I've only played like once on the show. And that was recently. I just wanted to see how people liked it. But didn't get much of a response. So I was like, oh shit, people are not going to like this song. So I've had this song for a long time too. This was written around the same time as Memory Claim and Nostalgiac. So it would have been on the first album, but I just didn't have enough time to record it. So it's pretty old actually. So I hope you guys enjoy the next song.
I once was happy, but that's not true. I long to be somewhere close to you. Oh, that's so cliche. Oh, no more candles on the cake. 'Cause I am living dead. Living dead. 'Cause I am living dead. Living dead. I once was someone known to you. Now I'm no one, nothing new. Oh, that's so cliche. Oh, no more candles on the cake. 'Cause I am living dead. Living dead. 'Cause I am living dead. Living dead. Put a stop to this, stop to this, stop to this. Should never come to this, come to this, come to this. Put a stop to this, stop to this, stop to this. Should never come to this, come to this, come to this. Put a stop to this. Oh, that's so cliche. Never come to this, come to this, come to this. Stop to this, stop to this. No more candles on the cake. Come to this, come to this, come to this. Oh. Living dead.
Sorry, hold on. The other song started playing automatically. So if you guys are enjoying the show, tap that screen, subscribe to the live. We're going to keep playing some music for you tonight. I'm going to turn these down just a tad bit. They're super loud in my ears. I hope you guys are okay. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. But if you guys are just joining us, we are listening to my latest record that came out only today. I don't know. It came out early in a bunch of places, so we're listening to it today, though. So it is Finals Unplugged, my band Finals. We're playing an acoustic album. That song you just heard was called The Living Dead. And I wrote that around the same time as a lot of songs from Memory Claim. In fact, there is another original recording that is out there. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see here. But that song originally was kind of a big, really, really influenced from Pink Floyd. There is a song called Dogs that I really enjoyed. Dogs has this really beautiful chord in it that I'd never heard before in my life. I'll show you what that chord is. But it's, what is this? E. Cool Killer, you know what this is. It's... I can't remember what it's called, but the point is that I like the chord. But it's E something. But it's ripped straight from Dogs, from the Animals album, which is one of my favorite albums. E major 7, I believe it. It's the same chords. I just really enjoyed that song so much, and I love that chord so much. It's so weird sounding. It's kind of creepy and spooky. Has a feel for it, and I just loved it so much that I decided to write a song with it, and it was very, very similar. Also, it happens to be very similar to... Nutshell from Alice in Chains. So it's very weird how that goes. I don't know how it works, but sometimes you hear something and everybody else has the same idea. So it's pretty cool. But you know what's funny is I'd never heard Nutshell until way later. So I just kind of went, oh, we use the same chords. So I wonder if they were just as inspired by Pink Floyd as I was. So anyways, so I'm going to show you the original version of that song for just a moment. There's an old recording of it. Let me see here. If I can find this. Here we go. Yeah, the original album was called Far Away from Perfect. So this came out when? Does it have the year? 2012 this was released. So again, 14 years ago this was released, but I never really put it on a real album. This was just a demo I wrote. So again, these are just old songs, things that I really enjoyed that I never gave a proper release. So if you guys want to listen to this one, just a little bit. Again, really bad recording, but it's a demo.
Once was happy, that's not true. To be somewhere close to you. Oh, that's so cliche.
Oh, real quick too, I just want to say something else. You can hear me clicking on the recorder because I have to do overdubs. And so you can't just press play and then just record. I would have to press play and then hit the record button. So you'll hear me clicking on the actual physical thing. It's so funny. So if you listen back, you'll hear me click in.
Oh, it's so cliche. Oh, no more candles on the cake. 'Cause I am living dead.
just all the clicking and stuff, dude. It's so funny. But yeah, all the idea was there. Everything was there. I just didn't know how to record very well. The microphone was literally this big. It was this tiny thing on a box. I wish it's somewhere over there in a box somewhere. But anyways, yeah, I had all the ideas, just didn't know what I was doing. Didn't know how to record myself. You can even hear me like going away from the microphone like an idiot. So that just goes to show, man, like if you guys like this album, I didn't just make it overnight. It's a progression. It's a lot of time and effort and learning and trying your best. So it's really funny how that works. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. So that song was called "The Living Dead." It's an old song, and again, that's on the internet somewhere out there. It's just out there. But if you liked it, thank you so much for listening to that. We're gonna continue on with the album. This is a song that is not old. This was written legitimately like 6 months before I decided to record the album. This song is called "This Is Your Fault." This is when I start to do no overdubs. So there's less overdubs on the tracks. Now they're mostly just one take live stuff. So hope you enjoy it.
This is your fault. Know what you did. Take all the blame for all of this. So one more thing, make it all count. Give me a reason to break down. I can remember what you said. Think it's time to go back to your bed. Please wait up, you're not making sense. You take a break from me at least instead. 'Cause this is your fault. Know what you did. Take all the blame for all of this. So one more thing, make it all count. Give me a reason to break down. I hate you so goddamn much. Really hope that we don't keep in touch. You keep living with regrets. I'll keep wishing you were gone or dead. Gone or dead. 'Cause this is your fault. Know what you did. Take all the blame for all of this. So one more thing, make it all count. Give me a reason to break down. I hope we can put this all behind us someday. I hope we can move on like this never happened. I know we can put this all behind us someday. I know we'll all move on like this never happened. Right? 'Cause this is your fault. Know what you did. Take all the blame for all of this.
right, everybody. That is a song called This Is Your Fault. If you're just joining us, we're going through every song on my new album that came out today or yesterday. I don't know. It came out really, really recently. So I guess it came out a little bit earlier for people. Spotify included, stuff like that. So if you guys are enjoying the music, please tap that screen. We're listening to my new album from my band Finals. It is called Unplugged. Ah, man. A lot of acoustic stuff on there, a lot of older songs of mine, a lot of new ones too. That is one of the new songs. That was a song I decided not to do overdubs of the guitar. I just wanted to be very honest, just me and you and the guitar and just playing a song. I was at my cousin's house, actually, visiting him. And I remember I was sitting on my couch and I was thinking about, I think everybody has been wronged in some way in their life. And I'm not going to say specifically what it is because I think giving too much information about a song kind of spoils it. I think if you're too specific, people will just do the thing like what they do with Polly from Nirvana. They just constantly go, you know what the song's about, right? You know? So it's like, we get it, okay. But that song obviously is about something that means a lot to me in a bad way. But that being said, I think everybody has moments like that where they've been cheated or had something stolen from them. They've had something bad happen to them, and it wasn't their fault. You know what I mean? There's no justice to it. There was no reason. It's just not fair. You know what I mean? So I think everybody can identify with that. And that song definitely echoes that sentiment of, you know, something bad happened and I don't like it, and I'm never going to like it, you know. Maybe I'll get over it, maybe I'll go past it, but I'm always going to remember that. So, I hope that that's a song that people can listen to and kind of go, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. So that's another reason why I wanted to take the guitars and make it just really stripped down and just a performance for you. And then if you listen to the rest of the album, you'll start to see more of that. It starts to get more decayed, I guess you could say, more specific to a personal album, not just like the beginning. Because the beginning of the album, if you listen to it, it gets gradually less and less polished because the beginning of the album, you listen to Featherweight, you listen to Nostalgiac. Those are the most popular songs, the most requested songs on my show, by far. Featherweight, super, super requested. Not really typical of a song I write, which is very interesting. So I wanted to make sure that was very polished and very nice sounding, and I took a recording of a live take, but I just redid a bunch of stuff, added overdubs so that it sounded fuller. Whereas this one obviously starts to get a little more realistic, you know what I mean? This is like something you would hear if you were at a campfire. You know, if I had a guitar at a campfire, I could play that and just, you know, you'd be like, yeah, that's exactly how it sounds. So anyways, we're going to continue on with the songs. This one is literally a live take. This is the entire thing, except for, I think, one note. I had to change a note, which I'm not going to say what it is, but it is entirely a live recording of Nowhere Man. So everything you're hearing on it was done in one take. It's directly off the show. So you're going to notice there's like kind of a little bit of an audio difference, but I think it's important to have that performance, you know what I mean? The actual action of the song rather than the recording. So I think it was important to keep this song as live as possible. So I hope you guys enjoy this one.
She
right, everybody. That was a song called Nowhere Man. That is a song that has been frequently requested as an acoustic song. I recorded that song for my band Finals. If you guys are just joining us, we're listening to my new album, Finals Unplugged. You guys can see all the information on the screen. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you like these songs, please go check them out. You can go to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, wherever you want. If anybody's new in the chat, say something in the chat. Say, I'm new. I've never heard this stuff before. I'd love to know who's new out there listening to this stuff. But, yeah, that last song we just heard, I recorded it for an album called Nothing New. That was kind of a compilation of some songs I was working on that I was not sure about putting on an album yet. Or it's kind of a B-side collection of an album. Some songs were new, but a lot of them were kind of old and didn't know what to do with them. But Nowhere Man was a new one, and it was a rock band version of the song, so drums, guitar solos, stuff like that. And then I played it on the show, and people were like, can it just be you? How about just you and the guitar? And I said, okay. So we did that, and people loved it. People really enjoyed it. It's been one of the most requested songs on the show. But when I played it acoustic, people said, no. Do that. Now do that. So there's not just one, not just two, but 3 versions of that song now. So Nowhere Man has 3 different versions of that song. So if you guys want to listen to it, you can listen to the rock version with the drums and stuff. You can listen to the electric solo version, which is me and some overdub vocals. Or you can listen to that version, which is, I think, a definitive live version. It's not perfect, but it's very close in my heart, and it's an honest take. So again, thank you guys so much for listening to that song. We got some more music on here. How you guys doing? Everyone enjoying the album so far? Everyone having a good time? Everybody out there? All right, so the next song, this is a song that was another one that people were like, please put this on the new album. I love the original recording, but I want to hear it acoustic. Please do something with this acoustic. So the next song we're going to play is a song called Landing Gear. This is multiple people sent me messages saying, hey, if you're going to put one song on the album, please put this on there. Please go check it out. So I'm going to go check that out. So anyways, this song is called Landing Gear. I hope you guys really enjoy it.
Let's go on a date tonight. Feelings up, it's alright. Gotta know right now. Feelings up, it's about. Can't go back in time today. Only see the same old place where I am. Soon you'll be remembering this memory. I can feel this landing gear. Feelings of it, feeling fear. I'm going fast, but not that far. I'm getting out of here in the scars. Scars. Scars.
So that song was called Landing Gear. That is another song from my first album. That was another song that started as a different song. I actually wrote that song originally as an electronic song. If you guys have ever heard my band Sleeps In, or my band, the Synthwave project that I have, dude, Landing Gear is so weird. I actually had a different title for it. I will pull it up for us. I don't think. Oh, I think it is on Spotify. Hold on. So if you've never listened to Sleepsin, you might not have noticed. I mean, if you've listened to Sleepsin, you might have noticed this, but I doubt it. So hold on. So we're gonna play it for you right now. So this is a song called "Nice Price." It is the same exact song. This is the original recording. Isn't that interesting? Just different vibe to it, different instruments. Same notes, baby. Here, I'll prove it's the same song. Sorry, there's the spooky part of the album. Anyways, so that was a song called "Nice Price." If you guys like that song, that is literally just Landing Gear, but without vocals and a completely different coat of paint. But it is the same song. So if you guys liked it, dude, check out Sleepsin. The second album, I already made a second album, and I just never released it because nobody cared about the first album. So I just never released it. It's out there somewhere. But anyways, we're going to keep playing some music. If you're just joining us, my name is Patrick Gnarly. We're playing music from my band Finals. This was just an alternate version of a song that came out not too long ago. We're going to go pull up the Unplugged album once again. So let me just pull this up real quick. You guys enjoying the alternate versions of songs? It's pretty interesting to hear a song in a different kind of light and being like, "Ooh, what's this? What's going on here?" Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So I just thought you guys would like that. So we're going to keep playing the Unplugged album. So that was Landing Gear we played before. But yeah, that song, honestly, lyrically, not too much importance in there. You guys, however you want to feel about it. But I think the important part of the song is just that wonderful kind of ethereal, just the strings. I mean, you learn that song and you will figure out how to string skip. String skipping is mandatory on that song. So, anyways, we're going to keep playing some music. So we just played Landing Gear. If you guys are enjoying the show, tap that screen, subscribe to the live. We're going to keep playing some music for you. The next song, this is where it starts to be just one guitar or just one take and maybe an overdub, maybe one or two at the most. But it's usually just a one take. So you'll hear some stuff in there. This song is called Easy to Lose.
Easy to lose, and you're hard to blame. Where have you gone? I'm still the same. So hard to choose. Hold on to pain. Where have you gone? I'm still the same. So wake me up and let me know. All dressed up, nowhere to go. Push me down or write me up. When you're right, you're right, right, you're right. Look in the mirror, don't know that face. Ghost in the room, empty space. Don't say a word, running away. Leave me to wander, maybe someday. So wake me up and let me know. All dressed up, nowhere to go. So push me down or write me up. When you're right, you're right, right, you're right.
All right, everybody, if you're just joining us, that was a song called Easy to Lose from my band Finals. I got a new album that came out recently. That is a Unplugged album. It's called Unplugged. It's all acoustic. So if you guys are enjoying the music, tap that screen, subscribe to the live. We're going to be listening to a whole bunch of songs off of the whole album. I'll be talking between songs, but just wanted to talk about that song specifically. I remember the exact moment I thought of the title, or heard the title, I should say. This is a really funny expression. So I was, not expression, but a little bit of a goofy story. I remember I was playing on our Minecraft server. We used to have a Minecraft server. That's true. We had an original one that got destroyed because the admin went crazy. And then we had a second one that I tried running, but because it took so long for the second Minecraft server to be created and get perfected and all that stuff, people kind of lost interest in it, and I was like, oh, that sucks. So we had quite a few people playing the original Minecraft server, so very sad that went away, but maybe in the future it'll come back. But while I was playing on it, there were a couple people that would play. We'd play in a group, and one of the people that was playing it was following me. We were trying to go to a specific town. I made like a structure, and I wanted to show off to the folks that were playing. And one of the people started getting lost because they couldn't keep up. I think they were getting lost. And I remember the exact moment the song title got uttered because I kept going. And I'm like, if you're going to get lost, like, I'm not going to keep waiting for you. Like, legitimately, we're walking in like a straight line. Like, I don't understand how it's difficult for you to follow me. And so they said, you're right. I'm easy to lose. And it, like lightning. I was like, boom! That's an interesting thing to say. And I went, write this down. Write this down. Easy to lose. Because it's such an interesting passive way of saying, like, I'm sorry, I suck. You know, it's a very kind of, I don't want to say the word pathetic, but like, like just in the like a baby animal way, just like a completely defenseless thing. So it got me thinking. Easy to lose. Yeah, you're easy. If you're easy to lose, what does that mean? Can we describe that feeling? To helplessness. There you go, helpless. So, but that being said, if you get lost playing Minecraft, you're helpless. Anyways, but in the sense of the song, though, I mean, everybody has kind of different feelings on moments where they felt helpless, where they felt pathetic, where they felt like they were being left behind, things like that, literally or figuratively speaking. But again, I'm not going to say what the song's specifically about. I think everybody has their own memories and internalizations of how they felt when something bad happened to them, or somebody maybe passed you over, maybe you got broken up with, or a friend decided they didn't want to hang out with you anymore, things like that. I mean, I'm sure the situations, but yeah, the whole feeling of that song is just that Eeyore. I remember when I was a little kid, for some reason I just never smiled. Like I didn't really do much, and my parents used to call me Eeyore. So it has a very Eeyore kind of, if you don't know Eeyore, it's Winnie the Pooh. He's that depressed ass donkey. It's just so sad. But I didn't really think I was sad. I just didn't emote. There was not a lot of emote going on there. But that being said, I think everybody kind of has that feeling of, not feeling desired. And I think that was an important feeling for me. As soon as I heard that title, I was like, okay, we need to explore this. And for some reason, that just came out. That whole, that chord progression just came out of that. And then obviously I wrote a bunch of lyrics to kind of reflect that, but the feeling is all there. Hell, even the ending part with the almost sounds like an animal. You know what I mean? Just kind of crying out. So, but anyways, so I wanted to kind of explain that song a little bit, but it's not too much of a mystery there. You can kind of get it. But I hope you guys like that song. We're going to keep listening to the album. We've got halfway. We are halfway through the album. You guys doing okay out there? Everybody having a good time so far? Can we get some taps on the screen? Does anybody have a favorite song so far? Does anybody have a favorite? If you don't remember the title, that's okay. But do you have a song that you were like, oh yeah, this is the one I would show somebody? I want to know if anyone has a song. Obviously, Featherweight, statistically speaking, is the most requested song on the show. That's the song everyone's going to show people. But what's the other one? Because I played that for literally like 6 months, almost a year now. Just haven't recorded it. Jay says Dead Athletes, not on the album, but thank you. I appreciate it. We're talking about the new album. Not this album. Okay, thank you. Something else. Yeah, we're talking about the new record, my friend. That was very funny. What's your favorite food from our menu? Oh, nothing off your menu. Okay. Love it, dude. All right, so we got Solid who says Featherweight plus Nostalgic. That's why they're at the front. I have a feeling. Landing Gear, okay. Very cool. That was a couple of people's favorites. They basically forced me to put it on there. Very happy about that. All of them, I just yell at people to listen to finals. Thank you. I appreciate that. JJ, you like This Is Your Fault? All right. We got one. So we got another one. Doopster likes Living Dead. Very cool. That one almost didn't make it. I was like, I don't know if we should put that on the album. But I was like, you know what? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. David Chips, also This Is Your Fault. Very cool. All right, so we got a nice little spread there. Nice spread of songs. Okay, cool. All right, well, we'll keep going. The next song, this was supposed to be an intro to the album, but you can't start this album with this intro. But this was supposed to be an intro. So we're going to listen to a song called A Feeling I Cannot Hide.
So much more pain. What have I done? Feeling I cannot hide. Just look at me. Narcissist, can't learn. Thought of this, lost her.
All right, everybody, that's a short one. It's 2 minutes, but it goes by real quick, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a song. That's like more of a riff, I should say. It's supposed to be more of an intro to the album. Folks, if you're just joining us, my name is Patrick Nolly. We're listening to my latest record called Finals Unplugged, my band name, Finals. Unplugged is the album. If you guys are enjoying it, tap that screen, subscribe to the live. We're just kind of going over some songs. We're having a listening party, so if you guys are enjoying the songs, stick around. Stay a while and listen. But that song contains a chord that I've used in so many songs. I think it's a D7 chord. I don't know my chord names very well, but I'm pretty sure it's D7. But it's played incorrectly. When I was playing it, I'm kind of messing around on my guitar. This is D7. I'll play it for you with an acoustic. You get that? This is on like. Not a joke, like half the songs on the first album. So it's got that. At least that shape. And then you got the... It's on a lot of songs, actually. But that being said, I played it wrong once. You see, the way you're supposed to play it is you're supposed to have... those two right there. What is that? 7 and 5. And then you're supposed to put a pinky on 7 on the B string, so it goes like a very dissonant chord. But I played it with my pinky on the E on 7, so it goes. Ooh. So it sounds almost like a 12 string. It's a weird chord, isn't it? But it's so pretty sounding.
So much more pain. What have I done? Feeling I cannot hide. Just look at me. Narcissist, can't I learn?
should get a 12 string for it. But that song specifically, I was like, well, I don't know what to do with this. I like how it sounds now, and it feels done. But it feels like it could be part of something else, too. But I don't know what to do with it. So I decided I'm going to put it on the album as an intro, keep it as it is. But then everybody was like, Featherweight! Featherweight! Nostalgia! And I was like, okay, I can't do that. I cannot put that song first, otherwise people are going to lose interest. But it sounds almost mysterious. Also, it almost sounds like something from Elden Ring. You know what I mean? Just like this weird, dark, spooky 12-string Diablo. I don't know. Like this, it just sounds spooky. But I love it. It sounds great. But I just didn't know what to do with it, so I decided, you know what? Perfect. We'll do that. That one's called A Feeling I Cannot Hide. So if you like it, yeah, it's good. I was going to say, maybe I'll make it a bigger song or something like that. It definitely could have worked as an intro, but it didn't make sense. Not for this album. This album starts as a crowd pleaser, as a greatest hits, and then it gets into a bunch of weird shit. So, anyways, we're going to keep playing some music for you. We got another one for you. We got Soy Sauce with a Canadian tenor saying, Pat, man, you outdid yourself this time. Perfect timing, by the way. Featherweight is awesome. I think that's my favorite off the new album. That's why it's at the front. P.S. I would love to hear you play Pink Floyd on a 12. I would pay for every song. I wish I had a 12 that worked. I have a 12 string in the other room, but it is busted. The bridge is completely off it. Maybe someday I'm going to fix it. But yeah, let me know. But I love Pink Floyd. There's a song on the album that's basically just a huge, it's not literally a ripoff, but I was very, very inspired by dogs from Animals. That would be The Living Dead, which is track 4. So if you want to hear something with a sprinkling of Pink Floyd on it, check out track 4, The Living Dead. Are we going to hear some more music? You guys want to hear some more music? You guys enjoying this so far? Who's having a good time? Let's keep it going. We got another song. This song was definitely something I was not going to put on the album, but we've had some people that requested it a couple times, and I went, you know what? Might as well. It's a pretty easy song to put on there. So this is basically a Phil Kramer song. This is specifically because it got requested so much from Phil, so I decided to put it on there. Cool Killer says all songs on the album requestable in the future for the on the show. They will be, yes. Every song on the album should be requestable in the future. I just got to remove the vocals from some of them, and then no big deal. Some of them I'll just be able to play like I usually do, like This Is Your Fault, no backing track. Memory Claim, I think I'm going to use it as a backing track because it sounds so cool. Also, there's a bass in there, so it sounds pretty ferocious. Yeah, so obviously Featherweight, we already do that. Nostalgic, we already do that. The Living Dead, absolutely, we'll be playing that. What else we got here? I think I'll be playing along with that one with the backing track. But let me see here. Burn My Portrait's obviously very easy to play acoustic. Nowhere Man, we already do acoustic. Landing Gear, we can definitely do that acoustic. No big deal. Easy to Lose, we already do. Let me see. Get By, I'll probably do that as a backing track. We'll get to it. But yeah, extended version of A Feeling I Cannot Hide. Well, let me see what we can do. I don't know if I've developed it enough, but thank you again so much. Thank you so much, Soy Sauce, for the wonderful Canadian tenor. And then Cool Killer with the true USD tenor. It's like, hey, Canadian's good too. I know, I'm just kidding. All right, so yes, they will be. Yep, Helica included. Yep, Helica will be on the album, will be on the show as well. I'll get to that one. So, all right. We got another song to play. We're going to play Burn My Portrait up next. Once again, thank you guys so much. Get some taps on that screen.
I know she's so bent up before. I know she dresses like her, but I like her the best, and oh no, I've got intentions. Oh no, I've got enough to lose. Yeah, yeah. I don't need this. Can't stop feeling it's so hopeless. Burn my portrait. Got enough to say while you're out there. songs they always write themselves. Don't think about them in this cell. They hear me, oh, they want to. Don't know if you've been talked to, but I know who they wanna blame. Yeah, yeah. I don't need this. Get some feeling. It's so hopeless. Burn my portrait. Got enough to say while they're all the same, while you're all to blame. Got enough to say. Uh, uh, uh,
All right, everybody, that's a pretty straightforward acoustic cover of an acoustic song of mine. So, acoustic cover, acoustic version. If you guys are just joining us, tap that screen, subscribe to the live. We are checking out my latest record that came out just today, yesterday. God knows when it came out, just because it got released in a weird way. It got released early some places, but that's okay. We're all listening to it together right now. So if you guys are enjoying the show, tap that screen, subscribe to the live. That song was called Burn My Portrait. That's from the Unplugged album from my band, Finals. That song was on my last record. I really didn't want to put any songs from my last record on it just because the last record just came out. So it's like, I don't know if I want to do that. That doesn't really make sense to me. I didn't really... The songs that work acoustically were on the album acoustic, you know what I mean? So Day Old Me, for example. So I was like, I don't know if I should put that on here. So it doesn't really make sense. But that being said... there were some other songs I considered doing. I can still do a deluxe version. I don't really like deluxe versions, but we could do a Finals Unplugged Part 2 or cut songs or something. We'll do something like that. Double Unplugged. So there were songs I wanted to add to the album that were cut because it was taking forever to record this album. It took so long. I'll never do an album like this again, I promise. Double album was supposed to be 20 songs. So... But that being said, I was like, God damn it, this is taking forever. It took me a whole month. And every time I do albums and recordings and things like that, the album recording process eats into the show. So we took a break from the show. So that was pretty brutal. But that being said, Burn My Portrait, because it had been requested so much and I played it and it works and it's pretty easy to do. I was like, you know what? Fine, we'll do it. Another song I considered adding to the show, to Unplugged, was Dead Athletes. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do that one because that's like it's pretty boring to play without the drums and the bass and stuff, but I did consider doing it. There is a recording of me playing an acoustic, for sure. It sounds great. I like it. But at the same time, I was like, I don't want to have two versions of that song. You know what I mean? I just want that to be Dead Athletes. So if you think Dead Athletes would work acoustically, maybe in the future I'll release maybe just a single version of it. But that being said, we'll think about it. But that is one of the songs I considered. Another one I considered from the last record was the actual title track, How Tall is the Sun, which is really spooky sounding if you listen to it. So, let me see if I can play it for you. But it's really difficult to play live, so...
I can see, hear me, can breathe, be happy. No, don't wake up, don't leave your home. Don't reach out on your own. Why won't you die?
really short. There's also that part at the end where there's like talking and the yelling and stuff, which is like, we'd have to cut that part out. So I don't know. I thought about it, but maybe in the future, maybe I'll re-release it with some extra songs. I don't know. We'll think about it. Some DLC for the album. Anyways, so where are we at with the album? So we just did Bird My Portrait, so that is another kind of like crowd pleaser of a song. So up next we've got Get By. This song, I think, is much, much better than the album version. Get By is a fun song, but oh man, on Nothing New, I was like, okay, it works. I didn't expect anyone to like the song. People really liked it, so I don't know. Anyway, we got Get By up next. I was really happy with how the vocals came out on this one. It almost sounds like it was taken at like a barbecue. Like if you listen, just you close your eyes, you think about me on a stage, tiki torches, like the what do they call that? The hut roof kind of thing. Just listen to it, close your eyes, and see if you can imagine this.
Wanna get out of the city. I wanna live by the bay. Wanna get a good job that pays well. I wanna get laid. I wanna get by. Minimal progress. It's alright, yeah. Get by, it's alright.
everybody. That was a song called Get By. I think that was the best recorded. It sounds exactly as I wanted it to sound. It took very little time to actually do that song. I'm very happy with how that came out. Somehow it just really worked together. So if you guys are enjoying the show, tap that screen, subscribe to the live. We are listening to my band Finals. We're listening to the Unplugged album that came out just today, yesterday, something like that. I don't know. Wherever you're from, it's probably out right now. So if you guys are enjoying the show, tap that screen, subscribe to the live. That song specifically, Get By, that was written a long time ago as well. That was also written around the same time as Memory Claim. It was not until Nothing New did I release that song. Again, just I was like, let's get some older songs. We'll put it out there. I did not do a good job recording the original one. It was just like, all right, let's just throw it out there. See what happens. Whereas this one, I was like, no, we got to do it right. I noticed that there was no, like people enjoy that song, but there's not a lot of happy songs that I write. I would say other than Featherweight, Get By is probably the only other happy song, like hopeful song that I have. Whereas the other ones are just real sad. So I also wanted to put a bass on that song for Kyle Montgomery, who wrote that song with me a long time ago. It's been a long time since I've talked to him or seen him because he lives in California and I moved. We used to play music for a long time. We wrote that song together. We have a lot of songs, actually, around that time. We wrote together, and I want to get some songs out there for the future. However, it's just been a long time. I haven't kept in contact with him. I don't think he ever released the song, so I was like, you know what? We'll put it out there. So I put that out there, and then I decided to re-record it, and the acoustic version sounds great. So there's a bass in there. It's kind of a tip of the hat to Kyle Montgomery, who helped me write that song. It was a big part of it. So thank you so much to Kyle. But again, I have no idea how to contact him. Don't know where he's at. So he's just out there. Two Cat says Imposter is sad. Oh, you think it's happy? I think Imposter is super sad. Oh, yeah. For me, at least. If you think it's happy, then cool. Yeah, Imposter, definitely a lot heavier than you think. What makes you think it's happy? Or are you just being sarcastic? I'm not sure. Let's see here. Sag says, would love to send you a live drum version of Memory Claim. Oh, man. If you can drum along to it, dude, go for it. Make a video. I'll check it out. Maybe I'll repost it or something like that. Yeah, I was going to say, I very, very strongly considered adding drums to Memory Claim. The acoustic version, the unplugged version. But I decided against it because I was like, that'll be the only one with drums. I was like, I don't think that'll work. But the drums, I agree. I think it would really, really impact the song. Get By, too. There is a version of Get By, and it had drums. And I showed some folks, and they went, take that shit out. And I went, okay. So yeah, I was very, very close to adding drums to Get By, but I was like, you know what? Again, no, it doesn't match everything else on the album. So anyways, we're going to keep playing some music for you. Now begins some songs that are not re-recordings. These are brand new songs for the show, but these are songs that are from, again, much older. For example, Bard Song, which is the next song. This was supposed to be on Memory Claim as well. So The Living Dead and Bard Song they were literally written in the song list. I just ran out of time recording them and just kind of went, they're not as good as I wanted. So maybe we'll do it later. And then Featherweight was also another one that was supposed to be not on the first album, but the second album. But, history, time and pressure and having a job and doing all that stuff, you can't have everything you want. So anyways, we're going to play Bard Song. I hope you guys enjoy this one. This is definitely one of those just kind of early recordings, wasn't sure what to do with my sound kind of things.
Story goes, shit got old. For who cares? It just got bored. But can it be summer, please? Things you want you never had before. 'Cause I don't want what they got. the same. The only change is geography. And I don't care if they don't care. And I don't care. Ooh, ooh. No, I don't care. Na, 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 na. You loved me, never gave a damn, no. I don't care. I don't care. Oh. Said you want me to be there. Said you're sorry to see me. Hey, I don't care. I don't care.
All right, everybody. That is a song called "Bard Song." That is was supposed to be on my first album. Cut it because I didn't feel like it didn't really make sense on the album. If you've ever listened to my first album, it's very atmospheric. It's got a lot of heavier guitars, like guitar solos that are just like really epic. I don't want to, not that I'm saying epic, I'm like an epic as in like really long. God, I hate that word. But anyways, but yeah, I hate what it turned into at least. But yeah, so if you like that song, go check out my first album. We're listening to music from my latest record from my band Finals. Unplugged is a reimagining of older songs from my band that were re-recorded acoustically, or they're brand new songs that have never been released before, which that's one of them. So that is an older song, but it's never been out. So if you guys want to hear the original version of that song, there is a recording of it. This one has drums, electric guitars, things like that if you want to listen to it. So we'll check it out. So listen to Bard Song right now. We're going to check out the original demo. It's got drums and stuff. Oh, hold on. I got to mute. Whoops. False start.
Story goes, shit got old. For who cares? They just got bored. But can it be? Someone please. Things you want you never had before. 'Cause I don't want what she got. Seems to me they don't even care. 'Cause I don't care. They don't care. 'Cause I don't care.
So if you listen to the recording, you'll notice that like the vocals are really quiet and the left guitar is really quiet, but the right guitar is really loud and the drums are super loud. The guy who originally recorded that for us, we paid him money. We paid him a couple $100. We had been playing shows and saving up. We sent him a message like, "Hey, can we record with you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can do it for $3,000 or something ridiculous." So a couple thousand, and I went, "No, that's insane." And I was like, I talked to him. I was like, "Yeah, I had two friends record with you acoustically, and they paid like $200." And he went, "Okay, I could do it for $350 or $400." And I was like, "Okay, that's fair. We can do that." So we ended up doing it. We recorded the album with him, and then he was sending us the files. Then he went, "I need a couple $100 more for me to mix it." And I was like, why didn't you say that when we got the fucking recording, man? Like, why would you tell us that after? So he was being kind of a snake. You want to be upfront with pricing and stuff like that. So I sent him a message like, can you just send us the files then? I'll just do it myself. And he said, no. So I said, fuck you, dude. I just kept the recordings and I just did my best with them to make them sound better. So I was like, whatever. We got a recording. So that was our demo. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, dude, we don't have a couple $100 extra. Now, to be fair, we could have been like, all right, let's just, day job. We'll just save up. But what we did is we would keep the money from our shows. That way we would play more shows and we'd use the show money to go towards the album. Does that make sense? It would be like we earned it kind of thing. So anyways, yeah, just very annoying. I don't know why he did that, but stupid. He lost business for that. I told everybody never record with this guy. So anyways, so I got that song recorded, and so I decided to re-record it for the show. For Finals Unplugged, to give it a proper kind of, hey, remember this song? So Bard's song's out there now. So I like the recording a lot. The new one's great. It's got the guitar solo, no drums. But again, I like drums, but again, just not every song on the album didn't need drums. So I decided, all right, we'll just keep it rolling. So what do we got here? What do we have next? So we have Helica. Helica's a song that never made it on an album. This next song never made it on an album, never made it on a demo, nothing like that. So there is an old recording of it from my band and stuff when I was like in a real band. It's not just me. But again, it's just there's nothing. It's not right. So I decided to just do a lone me and the guitar when I was writing it. Again, this is before I kind of really decided on a sound, decided to, okay, this is what I want to be like. No, there's not a lot of reverb. There's no like catchy hook or anything like that. That's with 4 chords. I mean, you'll see it. Similar, but you'll hear it. So anyways, we're going to play a song called Helica. Again, this is the only recording from my band Finals with Helica on it. So hope you guys enjoy.
Looking in the bathroom, short hair, something I wanna ask you. Don't worry, shouldn't be that for me. Flash dried, perfect sun. You're wasted in front of everyone. You were everything I wanted, but I'm not what you're looking for. You were everything I wanted, but I'm not what you're looking for. Walking through the basement, short hair, look on your face, man. Don't worry, shouldn't be that for you. Flash dried, you crashed a car, but you're with him. I'm alone at the bar. Oh, Helica, so much love, wasted smile, don't end up in denial. Oh, look at him, stupid grin, damn it, smile, don't end up in denial. Out, I'm all over town. You're with them, and I'm a rolling stone. Feeling this out, I've gotten this far. You're with them, and I'm alone at the bar. Oh, Helica,
All right, everybody. So that was a song that I wrote with my friend Steve. Steve was a big fan of punk rock and really liked Sublime. And I remember writing the song and going down and like, how do I write this? What do I want to do with this? And as I was writing it, I found some cool chords that I really enjoyed. And then I think I think Steve suggested, should we do like a ska thing, a punk thing with it? And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So we just basically just played the same riff, but we played it faster and stuff. And then we added that weird kind of, ska part. And it just, I don't know, it fit. Never going to do that again. That's, if any song is dedicated to my friend Steve, shout out to Steve. One of the best guitar players I've ever met in my life. Probably the best guitar player I've ever met in my life. So if you think I'm good, wait till you see Steve. Steve's nasty. But yeah, I wrote that song, and again, just never went anywhere. So I decided, you know what? Let's just write it. I'll just record it, put it out there, so we can listen to it. But never got to see the light of day. Decided to put it out there. Yeah. So JJ, when you said Sublime, Bad Religion, and when you were talking about like punk stuff earlier, and then you also said, what was it? A Blind Melon. I was like, yeah, he's gonna like this song a lot. I guarantee it. So that's another song I really liked. Somebody said there would be an electric version would be good. There is a live recording of it. If you guys want to listen to that, you guys want to hear the live recording of Helica? I don't think it's as good, but if you want to listen to it, the drums are pretty ferocious. Yeah, if you guys want to hear it, let me know in the chat. If you guys are just joining us, by the way, we are listening to a bunch of songs from my latest record, Finals Unplugged, for my band, Finals. Wearing the merch right here if you guys want to pick up some merch. Links in the channel description. But yeah, the new record's gonna be out right now for everybody. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you don't know what this is, it's my album. We're listening to it. You guys want to listen to it? Okay, we might as well. All right, so we're gonna listen to the live version of the song. I think I was playing a Jazzmaster in this recording. For those of you who don't know, I don't like Jazzmaster guitars. I think I just gotten it. I brought it to the recording session. And I was like, fuck, I don't like this. So we'll see. Oh, I had it on mute again. Duh. Let's try that one more time. All right, here we go. Oh, missed note. There you go. There's a bit of Helica, the original way I played it and stuff. I was also really afraid of like singing too hard with my voice because I don't know. I just didn't know how to do it well. I still didn't at the time. I still didn't know how to sing very well, but I like to sing. But just didn't work out too well with live stuff. But anyways, so but that song was called Helica. So there's now a definitive version of Helica out there in humanity's ears. We're going to keep playing some music. If you guys are enjoying the show, tap that screen. Subscribe to Live. We got some more music for you. Up next, we've got another song from the Unplugged album. We have two left. And then, three. Three left. Because Can I Walk You Home is the next song. Sorry. All right, so Can I Walk You Home? We'll play this one next.
Can I walk you home? Can I hold your hand? Do you even know? I'll help you understand. Let's take the longer way. Spend more time color me up inside the lines. Sharpen your pencils and dot your I's. No one is watching, we'll only know. Our hearts unstopping. Come on, let's go. And I know it's not too late. I know it must be fate. There's nothing in our way. And I know it's not too fast. I know that this will last. I need you in my yes. Can I walk you home? Can I hold your hand? Do you even know? I'll help you understand. Let's take the longer way. Spend more time ashore. Please don't walk away without asking for more. So color me up inside the lines. Sharpen your pencils and dot your I's. No one is watching, we'll only know. Our hearts unstopping. Come on, let's go. And I know it's not too late. I know it must be fate. There's nothing in our way. And I know it's not too fast. I know that this will last. I need you in my yes. So I walked her home. We went out on our date. I should have always known. I'll never forget this day.
All right, everybody, that is a song called Can I Walk You Home? Before I talk about this one, I'm going to play the next one as well, because these are, again, remember, I always talk about twins songs that are twins. So Can I Walk You Home and I Had a Dream are twins. I'm going to play the next one before I get into those real quick, okay? We'll just go to the next song. Oh, wait! Dude, is there a giant... okay, all right, so there's a mistake on this one. I got to go and fix that. Okay, so I thought I uploaded the correct version. All right, well, there you go. So there's a mistake on this one. It is 4 minutes and 21 seconds long. That means there is a huge gap of nothingness at the end. So it should have ended at 3:30-ish, right? 3:40. All right, I got to go fix that. So I got to re-upload that one track. Well, I thought I fixed it, but I guess not. Anyway, so that's a mistake. So there's a big gap of dead air there at the end. Very funny. There's no secret there, just so you know. But we'll go to the next one. I'm 100% certain I fixed it. I must have just picked the wrong file. So, all right. Well, the good thing is that I can re-upload certain tracks and certain songs and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's the good news. So I can fix that.
I had a dream. It felt so real, it made me question reality. In my dream, I dreamt of you. Made me question what is real. Now I always cried your name at night. I always held your hand so tight. I always be here by your side. But I wake up every time. closed my eyes. I drift away in your soft, warm embrace. The pillow kissed with my tears, just like dew. I long to sleep when I'm missing you. No, I never thought I'd see you cry. I never thought I'd hear you sigh. I never thought I'd leave your side. But I wake up every time. Then I heard alarms and you fade away. My dream is gone and I'm awake. Now I'll go to work and I'll spend my day feeling you were so far away. But then I saw you lying there. You said it's not goodbye.
All right, everybody. So this is going to be a complicated thing to talk about because on one hand, I want to be totally forthcoming and honest about a lot of stuff on the show, but at the same time, I got to kind of make sure I word it correctly and properly and stuff like that because those two songs are a bit controversial, actually, especially for me. So you guys have been enjoying those songs for a while. And enjoying them. But yeah, those songs have been kind of a pain in the ass for me for a little bit. So I'll explain what's going on. So if any of the songs on the album are problems, it's actually those two. So I'll explain why. Now I want to make this very, very clear. I have no like ill will. I'm not like mad at the person, but I am like disappointed, and they might end up watching this. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just kind of disappointed about how it kind of turned out. So for those of you who don't know, I actually wrote that song with my friend Josh. That song, I Had a Dream and Can I Walk You Home. Those were two songs I wrote with my friend Josh. And he came to me, this was years ago. Not like at the beginning of my career or anything, but this was like 2020. So it's been a while. So he showed up to me, and I remember we worked on the songs together. And while we were writing lyrics, I was writing all the lyrics. I was changing the rhythm pattern for the songs, changing the vocal melody, things like that. So we worked on it a fair amount of time. And then eventually he said he liked the songs. He got into a good spot. And then I just didn't hear from him about those songs for a while. So I think 2 years went by, 3 years went by. I have some stuff on my phone recorded and messages and stuff. So just in case this gets out of hand. But bottom line is, I called him and I said, hey, and I talked to him and I said, hey, do you mind if like I record those songs? I really want to get those songs out because you haven't done anything with them. You know what I mean? They're just kind of sitting there on the shelf. I'd really like to get those songs out. And then I think what happened is Josh was busy with he has a career in acrobats, or a career as an acrobat. He's an acrobatic actor kind of guy. And so he like goes out and he goes on tours and he does a bunch of stuff, and he was just busy. And I think he told me that he was at college, so he was busy with that. But the bottom line is that he just said he couldn't do it yet. So I was like, okay, well, let me know if you want to record it. I'd love to record them. So eventually, this is the truth. I haven't said this the entire time because I wanted to record the song and put it out. He apparently recorded the songs by himself, and he put them out. And he did not label me as a songwriter. And that really hurt my feelings. So the songs are out there. I'm not going to point fingers and say exactly where it's at. I don't want it to be like, I don't want people to attack him or anything like that. But yeah, he released the songs without me, which really bothered me. But again, he worked on the songs a lot too, so I don't blame him necessarily. But he never really talked to me about it. He never said, hey man, I just want to record it on my own, sorry. He never said, hey man, I'd really appreciate the help, but I think I'm just going to record it on my own. Which, it's different. So I want to make some parallels here, though. I want to explain this because it is important to me. And I don't want to like, kind of hide it and be like, no, that's coincidence. That guy's song is the same title and it sounds similar. It's like, no, we worked on them together. But yeah, essentially what happened is he recorded the songs himself. I found out later he did that. I didn't get any credit for him. And then he just kind of left them. He just like put them out and then just didn't promote them, didn't really play them live or anything like that. So he just put them out, which is like, okay. So the parallel I want to make here is, this is why I feel like this is important. When I recorded, I had a friend record with me on the album Endless Growth and the Finite World. So there's a song called Buried at Sea. I wrote that with my friend. And when we were playing the song, what she did is we got into recording. We wrote the lyrics. We got the whole song written. And so while we were recording, she kind of got upset. She wasn't really good at recording. Not in like a negative, like, oh, she's bad at it. But like, she wasn't comfortable doing it. She took things very seriously and it just dissolved, right? So that's the short way to put it. I still called her and I messaged her. I said, hey, I really want to put the song out. Can I credit you on it? Do you want me to use the lyrics? Like, I can write new lyrics. I was so sure that she was going to say no. I wrote an entirely new version of the song. So that's why there's two versions of Buried at Sea. If you did not know that, that's why there's a Cemetery Help Desk version, and then there's the real version, right? There's the album version. And I always play the Cemetery Help Desk version. Cemetery Help Desk is the original band name. That's what we called ourselves. Anyways, so bottom line with that is I had the courtesy to like message and reach out and be like, hey, if you don't want me to release it, okay, I still want to put it out. I think it's a great song. And she said, yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead, put it out there. You can put my name on it, but I don't want anything to do with it anymore. And I was like, okay, fair enough. So it's a complicated song. I've had a complicated feeling about those two songs because one, like I said, I wanted them to be out earlier and I wanted to be more involved with them. And I wanted them to include Josh and because like, again, we wrote the songs together, but he just decided to do something and again, I don't think it was malicious. I don't think he did it poorly, but I think he just kind of did it absent-mindedly maybe, or maybe he really did be like, I don't want to share this with him. I wrote this song. Which is not how it happened. Like I said, I have stuff that shows we played it together, we recorded it together. I've got audio of us talking about the song, so everything's out there. So if push comes to shove, I can prove at least I helped him write it. You know what I mean? I helped do the lyrics and the melody, which are the parts that are like very important. So if push comes to shove, I don't think it's going to happen because, again, he didn't promote his songs. He didn't put it out there. He didn't care. Clearly, he was just like, all right, I'm putting it out there. I'm not going to worry about this. Whereas this is my career. This is my life. I love making music. So, in my opinion, whatever happens, I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I wanted the songs out there. I want the songs for the people to listen to. I'm not a type of person that makes a song and just goes, yeah, throw it in the trash. I don't care. I will hold on to a song for years, as evidenced by Bard Song, Helica, Get By, until I'm ready to put it out. So, while on one hand, you could argue like, well, you could have just reached out to him, but I was like, yeah, but he didn't reach out to me. So it's like, it's a complicated situation. And there's also a chance for someone to say no. No, I don't want you to do that. But it's not technically up to him, is it? We both did something. So I don't know. I don't think it's going to push is going to come to shove, but at the same time, I did want to just kind of explain that on the show and explain that we worked on something together. For some reason, something got lost in the middle of recording and writing it. So regardless of how I feel about it or how he feels about it, the song is out there. You guys love the song. I love the song. And I know he liked it enough to record it himself too. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I want the music out there regardless of how it goes. So who knows what's going to happen, but I wanted the song out there, and I know both those songs are amazing and I love them. And they're different enough too. Like if somehow you figure out where it's at and like you go listen to it, you're going to notice there's quite a bit of dissimilar parts to the songs. But you'll also notice what parts aren't. So I just want to point something out, for example. One of the specifics was on I Had a Dream. We just played that. I just want to play a part of it again, just so we can listen to it. I'll point it out. I'll skip ahead, actually, a little bit.
What is real? I always
That second, that was not in the original song. I loved it. I said we should put it in there. I think he ended up using that part, and I was like, okay, cool. That's awesome. Then there's a lot of lyrics, too. A lot of the lyrics are stuff I wrote. So, again, it's just like, am I saying I wrote the song entirely? No. But what I am saying is I wrote enough of the song to where I feel like I should get a big say in that, and I didn't. Which, again, it's not out of maliciousness. It's not a hatred. I think he just forgot or he just wasn't thinking about it. So, anyways, I don't know. I wanted the song out there. I put it out there. We'll figure out the rest of it later. So, anyways. Yeah, like I said, Josh is an incredible songwriter. He's a great musician. Really, really love that song, and I just really, really want to put that out there and make sure it's like the record is straight. So, anyways, we got one more song to listen to, everybody. I know we went on a bit of a tirade there, but we got one last song on the album. So this is the shortest song on the album, and it's, again, another one of those one-take kind of things. So we're going to listen to it. This is the last song, everybody. Final song on the album. Hope you guys enjoy it.
I can never sleep at night. So each time I close my eyes, I can't dream far away. I can't seem to numb the pain of existence, living in a world, no reason or rhyme. So each time I close my eyes, I see you in my mind. Whoa, whoa. I don't have to think too hard. I'll overthink the things like echoes of a day that's gone away. Though they're all the same. You were the light that caught my eye. You were the reason that I smile. Whoa, whoa. You're my reflection. Turn to face away. Thought my collections, they're all going to waste. See, when I go to you, to that place that's in my mind. Oh,
All right, everybody, that is the end of Finals Unplugged. That last song I wrote, what was it, about a year ago? While I was doing the show and stuff like that. That was probably the first song that was supposed to be on the album that was like committed, like, oh, this sounds great. I really like this. Beautiful, short, sweet, honest. Kind of different from what I usually write too, because there's no chorus really in the song. There's no like real moment where I sing something over and over again. It's just the same kind of feel to it. I would say it's a very Cat Stevens-esque song. You know what I mean? Beautiful. I like it a lot. But yeah, I just felt like that's a funny title for the song because there's a song I wrote much earlier called Sleep at Night, and this one's called I Could Never Sleep at Night. So if you guys liked it, that is the whole album. Thank you guys so much for listening to it. If you guys got questions, if you want to talk about it, we can do that right now. But yes, we're not going to play a whole show tonight or anything like that. I wanted to get this album on there. I wanted to make sure you guys could listen to it. Is it on YouTube yet? Let's go see if it's on YouTube yet. I don't think it will be, but let's go check it out. But yeah, if you guys got questions, please let me know. To that place that's in my mind. Whoa. It's not on YouTube Music yet? Really? That is fascinating. All right. Well, Finals Unplugged is not out just yet on YouTube for some reason. They're lagging behind. Very weird. Very weird. Okay. Well, that's that. Yeah. So any questions? Before I get into questions, I'm so sorry. I have a secret. That is on the album. Yeah, I was about to say, I have not said what the secret on the album cover is yet. Do you guys want to know a secret? Because I know one, and it is so good to hear it. Do you want to know what this was? Okay. I'll tell you what this was. All right. We got a donation from JJ real quick with a $50 donation. You don't even know what the secret is. All right, everybody. Can we get some secrets in the chat? Can we get some thank yous? Also, thank you to Amanda. I said it in the chat earlier, but I didn't say it out loud. Thank you for the wonderful $5 donation. I appreciate that. But we got JJ who sent the donation saying, this album is fire with a $50 donation. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. JJ, you ain't seen nothing yet. All right. So if you guys didn't know, we'll see if it works. But if you don't know, there's a secret on the album cover. Let me put my guitar away real quick. Some of you already know what it is because I had to show it last night. But I will show it to you. Everybody in here, we got David Chips. We got David. We got JJ. We got JJ. We got Cool Killa. We got Cool Killa. All right. All right. Let me just show this off. So I don't think it's going to work because Spotify does this thing where they compress the image, but we'll see if I fixed it because I had to change the colors a little bit to see if the, what's it called? The compression got fixed. So if it doesn't work, I still have the original version of the album cover, and I can just adjust the colors again, which is annoying, but that's how it goes. So let's see if this works real quick. So here's what we're going to do. Give me 1 second here. If it doesn't work, I have the backup. That's what I went upstairs, and I got the image put on my my computer and stuff. So let's see if this works. If it does, it's going to be awesome. If it doesn't, that's okay. It's still there. It just doesn't work as intended. So, all right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Spotify. I'll go look at the album cover real quick. And then let's see. Can I do a control? We're going to do a screenshot. We're going to do a screenshot. And we're going to open up Paint. I'm going to press Control V. So give me 1 second here. We're going to do a window. We're going to change this to MS Paint. All right, we all see MS Paint? I'm going to move this wide a little bit. Why are the tools all messed up? All right, so here's the move. Where's the color? What is up with the... There it is. Okay. So we got all black there. So here's if you want to do this, you should be able to do this. So I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll see. All right. So if you get the paint can and you get black or any other dark color, and on this, in this picture are people's names. They're always going to be on the album cover. They are hidden on the album cover. If you know where it's at already, do not say it. Do not say it. But where do you want me to put the paint can? What am I going to do? Where do you want me to put the paint can? Everybody in the chat, let me know. Where we're going to find it. We're going to find it. Where do we put the paint? Where are we going? Where are we going? If you know the answer, please don't say it. Where are we going to put it? Go ahead, shout it out. Left side, David says. All right. Left side, like right here? Oh, it doesn't seem like it's working. Hold on. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Oh, no, I was on the right screen. Okay. So nothing there. It's not working there. Okay, so it might be compressed too much. Okay, it's not going to work there. Green part? Let's try green. Okay, still nothing there. Why isn't it? Okay, so it's not working there. Any other spot? Any other guesses? The bottom, Blake says? The bottom? Okay. Bottom green? No, it looks like it's not solid enough. Any other guesses? Middle? Well, this is already black, so that doesn't make sense. Two Cat says top, like right up here. Okay, we got something there. I don't see anything that you can read. Probably because it's too compressed, but okay. Nothing there. What about top right slice, Sag says? All right, let's try it. Oh, it's not working. Okay. So I was afraid of this. So sometimes what Spotify does is it compresses the image. So I'll probably have to do it over again, but I will show you the real thing. So hold on. I will show you. Give me 1 second. We gotta download it. So I'll show you what really is on there. I don't know why they have to compress the image. All right, it's okay. Let me go to download it real quick. Detective Pat. Oh, you guys are the detectives. All right, so let's see here. We're on there. Okay. Give me 1 moment. I'm going to download it. Download. Scanning for viruses. Okay, open. Downloads. Is it this one? Okay, here it is. Okay, we got it. All right, everybody. So this is the actual album cover. This is it. So this is the file. This is what is on Spotify, but it's not compressed. Where did we say to put it again? Where are we at? Nerd emojis for Pat. What? Where did we say? Where was it? Top left? Top right, David says. All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There it is. It showed up. So check this out. So if you zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in a little bit. It says, oh, this is the old one. That's right. I had to redo it. So this is the old one. So if you read it, it says, here we go. Check this out. Oh, hold on. There we go. Let me scroll over. Whoops. You can't see it, can you? So it says Abby, Cool Killa, Phil Kramer, David Chips, Jesse, which is J182K, and then Benji, the original Benji on there. So this was the original. So isn't that crazy? Isn't that cool? Oh, where's JJ? Oh, yeah, this is the original. This is before I changed Benji to JJ. So JJ's on there. So let me find it. Where's the new one? I had to redo it because this wasn't popping up. Where's the original? Let me see. Hold on one second. Can I look at the album cover? Yeah, because JJ's on there. I had to redo it. So I was like, oh, Benji doesn't show up as much anymore, which is okay. But I wanted to put Benji on there. I was like, wait, we got to put JJ on there. So hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. Let me see if we can get the other one. This is the original because I did it with hand paint, or I did it with paint. So that way it would work. All right, let's see if it works this time. Hold on. Oh, yeah, you can see it. You can see it, can't you? It's not filling in the color, but you can see it. That's on Spotify. That's okay, so that's the correct one. So let me zoom it. Enhance. There you can see it. See, there's JJ. I fucking told you. See, JJ's at the end. Look at that. So you can show people that. At least you could see it without MS Paint. I don't know why it's doing that, but I did fix it. At least it's visible. Oh, what if we just do this? Nah, we can't. But we can do it like this. Watch. We can do it like this. We have the technology. So you can see J, right there. And then you can see J182, K. You with me? Can you see it? We got David Chips. Everybody's on there. So that's cool as fuck. So if you want to show, all right, it did work. All right, so now we don't have to use the MS Paint. For some reason, it's not working, but it does show it. So let this be a lesson to everybody. Let this be a learning experience. If you support somebody, if you show someone, say, "Hey, man, I really believe in this," they'll believe in you too. You know what I mean? So once again, I just want to say thank you to Abby, who helps me off the show, by the way, a lot. So we got Abby. Thank you so much for helping me with the album and recording and everything like that. Thank you so much to Cool Killa for being here, being such a humorous, such a beacon of sarcasm, but also righteous justice. We got Phil Kramer, who is not here right now. Phil, thank you so much for encouraging me to actually put some certain songs on there and be more respectful to bass. I put bass on the album specifically because Phil plays bass, or at least sometimes. Maybe more than he should, but you know. Then we got David Chips. David, obviously, there was one show where you literally were the only person sending donations, and it literally just saved the show. We were able to smash so many guitars because of you, specifically. So again, thank you so much for that, man. It's not just being, generous, but like anytime anyone screwed us over, you were like, "Man, Pat was right," and I was like, "Damn, I wish I wasn't right," So again, thank you so much, David, for the helping out the show. That's why you're on the album cover. Jesse also helped out the show off stream. He talked to me and said, "Hey, man, I really wanted to release music because you could do it. If you could do it, I could do it." And I said, "You know what? You're right." Thank you so much, man. And you know what? If people feel inspired by me just making stuff, then that's awesome. But the idea that somebody says, you know, like, because I've met, this is funny, I knew Jesse in real life. He used to come to the guitar shop I worked at. You know, he was very nice, very cordial. We knew each other. We were very polite. We didn't really hang out or anything like that, but it was definitely one of those things where he saw me and he went, hey, I know that guy. I know what's going on here. And then once again, JJ, another situation of somebody just being supportive, helping out the show, and being very, very cool. We had that moment where we played punk rock, we played some Misfits, and we had a good time, and you were like, this needs to keep happening. I'm going to support this as best as I can. And you know what? Every single person here is supporting the show in their own way, but I wanted to individually take care of these people on the album and immortalize them just because it's like there would be no album without them, man. This would not have happened. None of this would have happened without Abby, without Cool Killa, without Phil Kramer, without David Ships, without Jesse, and without JJ. Without them, there would be no show. So I know I play the music, but that alone does not pay the bills. It does not enable me to keep doing this all day, at night, and things like that. It makes it very difficult for me to work on albums. So I remember, this is true, I remember when I first recorded my first album, you could literally hear the laundry machine, because I recorded it at home when I lived with my folks and stuff. You could literally hear the laundry machine. And I was disgruntled and annoyed, and I had to re-record stuff and have it bring out later. It's very important to take care of stuff because I'm going to do it for free every day, as much as I can. But that doesn't mean I can do it every day. Does that make sense? I'm going to do it every day that I can, but not every day. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. Special thank you to Blake and Zoe and all the other mods that help out here. There's a lot of people who show up and say they're going to help, and they do try to help, and that's great. But it's been 2 years. I'm still here. Not everybody who originally started helping me is here, and that's okay. But I'm going to make sure I honor the people that are still here. So, again, thank you guys so much for being here. If you guys want to listen to the album some more, you can. If you guys enjoy the album, please, the best thing you can do, you don't have to send a donation. You don't have to buy merch. If you just show people the album, if you just show people the music and say, hey, I like this music, I want you to listen to it too. That's all I ask. If you just listen to the music, it's a big deal to me. There's a thing I like to say too. I know I'm getting kind of long-winded with this, but there's a thing I like to say, which is toxic positivity. Some people are just like, or toxic compliments. When people are nice to you and they're positive about something, that's great, but it doesn't help the show. Like, there could be people that say, hey, I love this music all day. I cannot run off of those things. There's people that are mean as shit to me for no reason. I can't run the show off that kind of stuff. So people showing my music, people talking to people giving information out, and then just, letting people know, hey, this is important. Can you listen to this music? I like it. That's what makes music actually people care about it. Think about it. When's the last time you just listened to something on accident? That happens. But when somebody says, dude, you got to check out this band, you go check it out. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. This was a listening party. We celebrated something, but I celebrate you guys. You guys are celebrating the music, so I wanted to make that distinction. That's why they're on there. I want to make this more easy to read, but I'm glad it actually is on the Spotify. I'm glad you can actually take the file. I wonder if we could do something with this, actually. Hold on. Is there a way to get this more visible? Let me see something here. Hold on. There's got to be a way to do this. Is there an invert? Let me see. There's got to be something we can do. Invert selection? No, we don't want that. Whoops. Let me see if I can work some magic. Hold on. Select. Whoops. Okay, that worked, actually. Hold on. Invert color. What was that? What is going on here? Can I just get a rectangle? Yeah. I'm sure if I use this on Pixlr, it'll be better. Invert color. Oh, you can kind of see it better there. You can kind of see it better there. Okay, with the darkness. Okay, well, anyways, I just wanted to put that. You can just upload the image to it. Yeah. Anyways, all right, well, I got to get off here, you guys. It's getting almost to 11. I said we were going to play some video games later. I haven't eaten in a couple hours now. I usually eat right before the show, so I have enough energy to. But I think I'm gonna take off there. But again, once again, thank you to everybody that was on the show. Thank you so much to everybody that sat here and listened to my music tonight. Every time I have anybody on here, I'm always astounded. So once again, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to be making some changes to the show. We're going to have longer shows eventually. I'm going to be playing live shows. We're going to have different merch. We're adding all that music to the show. I'm going to be working on a whole bunch of other stuff. The show must go on, and I will be continuing to improve things. So again, I will be back probably. I'll probably be back on my second channel at 11:30. I just need to make sure I can. I'm going to get something to eat real quick and take a break. And then once again, everybody on the show, please tell your mom about the album if she doesn't already know. Tell everybody. And say thank you to the donors. Say thank you to the people that make the show run. They say thank you to the mods. Say thank you to anybody who even sends a buck. It helps out every day. And if you're on the Patreon, remember, we're going to pick the next game we play on the second channel. And there's also going to be a T-shirt that comes out. If you didn't know, there's a T-shirt coming out with everybody on the Patreon's names on it. Unplugged crew, it'll be on there. We're not going to make it just yet. I'm going to let people join the Patreon so that we can get more people to join the Patreon. We'll get more people supporting the show, and we'll give some thanks to those people. So, all right, I'm not talking anymore. Thank you so much for listening to Finals Unplugged. I hope you like that album. I hope you like all the other albums. I will see you guys later tonight, probably. Good night. Stay gnarly. Thank you all so much. Stay gnarly. Bye-bye.